Hey guys, this is Fun Automotive, and in this video I'm going to be showing you guys about the transfer case grommet. It's the grommet that goes onto the transfer case. It helps the shifter go back and forth and shift in between gears and everything, and I think we're going to get to replacing that right now. So let me get you guys under the car and I'll show you guys exactly how it goes. And I already installed it. I completely forgot to make a video about it, so let me pop it off and show you guys how I put it on and exactly how it looks like. I thought it was going to be bigger, honestly, but it wasn't big. It's a very, very small little grommet, so let's get to that. All right, let me start by popping this back off and you guys will be able to see what I'm working with here. All right, grommet. It's I don't know if you guys can see up in there. I don't know if you could or not. I've already pressed it up on it, onto the shifting cable itself. I don't know if you guys can see in there or not, but you see right there, there is a grommet on there, and man, it sure does shift nice. It sure does shift very nicely after I put that on, which obviously, that's obvious, it's going to. It slips right inside of the shifter part. This is the actual part that moves back and forth, and now you have to put it onto the shifting stud part. I cannot think of the word for it right now. Well, you put it inside of here first, slips right in. It could be a pain. You got to really push it on in there. And then once it's inside of this part, you put it on here and then you just push it on, and then you'll feel it. You'll feel it like clip-on kind of. Now it's all the way on there. Sorry for the bad lighting, guys. Now it's all the way on there, as you could see. And I do not have a problem with it anymore. Yeah, look at it. It's got a brand new grommet on it. I will put the link for the grommet. If any of you other guys want to replace it, it's very easy. It takes minutes. And if you want to put it on, it'll tighten up your shifter on your transfer case and make it that much more satisfying, I guess. Yeah, I guess next I got to replace a bolt on there still, on that U-joint part. And up here still, I got to get that in there. That part up in there still. And I have a bolt for this one also. So I have 3 more bolts I just got to throw in here. I'm going to throw fluid inside of the transfer case tomorrow and top it off, and we're going to go for a drive and test this thing out and see exactly how 4-wheel drive works on this transfer case. But now she's all done. All right, you guys, I have just replaced it, and yeah, I haven't really told you. I think I told you the future plans for it. The sill on top of the windshield was bad. Obviously, I'm going to be replacing that. I might hit the junkyard tomorrow. I'll have that on film, and I will replace that strip up there. And I am going to be buying the paint for this. I'm going to rebuy the factory paint, and I'm going to get the 2K paint, and I'm going to be repainting that with the 2K. And the reason why I want to do that is to get it obviously looking as good as that. Look at how good and how shiny that actually came out after I washed it. That looks very nice now. Very nice. And like I said, tomorrow I will have a video of me shifting it and showing you guys exactly how good that is, and of me putting the oil inside of it, the transfer case, and getting it all taken care of. And we'll be going for a drive, and I will be going through the gears. There's not really much places around here to go off-roading, to hit some dirt, get these tires on some dirt. I mean, there is, but it's quite far away, and I do not have insurance for it, and it's not even in my name yet. So I got to do that. It's just sitting on an open title, pretty much. Well, it's in my name, but I don't know. It's kind of complicated, but I don't have insurance, period, and I've been through that boat before, and that's a $1,500 fine for me and possibly a vehicle impound. So don't want that to happen, obviously. I did give the WJ a wash, as you can see, looking nice over there. I want to show you guys the hitch I put on it, actually. I put this hitch, or I took the hitch off of here, and I actually gave it to my brother for his YJ. And then my father-in-law had a hitch, a spare hitch, and he gave that to me for the WJ because I needed to pull a trailer, and it actually, this one comes out a bit far. It doesn't need to, but that's just the way it is. I was thinking about re-drilling a hole on each side to bring it in a little further because it doesn't need to pop out that far. But solid hitch, 6,000 pound ball, 2-inch. It's pretty dang nice, I'd say. But yeah, the Jeep's looking good. I gotta say, it's looking really good. Love the KO2 BFGoodrich. It's now one of my favorite tires. My brother actually, on his CRV, he was running some mud terrain, eBay off-brand tires, which aren't bad, but they're very noisy and they're mud tires. And so that means, you know what that means? Not all mud tires wear evenly. So they're going to wear, you know, a bit spotty. So he just put some nice, very nice all-terrains on the front of his CRV. I really like those all-terrains that he got. It's more of like a highway tire, all-terrain, but it looks very good, and it makes the car drive very nice for him, I'm sure. I haven't driven in it yet, but from what I heard from him, yeah, it drives very nice and smooth and quiet. The mud tires, I'm not a big fan of that, only because you can hear the humming very loud. I hate the humming. It's just so annoying to me, even though all you guys know I had a 32-inch tire on this at one point when it was sitting at a 2.5-inch lift. Now, that wasn't I was in love with them at the time, but after a while I just got sick and tired of running that loud and noisy mud terrain. So that's why I'd done my research and found out that these guys are actually quiet, the KO2. So I decided to go for it. I spent $1,200, got all four, and then I bought the fifth one last for like $350 or $320, I can't remember. And that was one of my best investments on this Jeep because obviously it runs very quiet, man. It's one of the quietest tires I've ever ridden on. It sounds just like a regular, everyday street tire, like one of these. You guys know, regular highway terrain tire. It runs just like that. Very nice. And for being so aggressive, it looks nice. It's got a very aggressive sidewall, and it's got a decent, I would say, more of a mild aggression on this tire. It's it's close to a good. It's mild, obviously. It ain't no big old fat mud tire lugs on here. It's just your average all-terrain look, but it's got a lot going on, and it looks pretty aggressive. That's what I'm trying to get to. It looks pretty dang aggressive, I would say so. And it's just a good tire. He put these through some abuse, and they took up well. They did very well. I'm happy about that, that's for sure. Some parts in the back, I forgot, I think it was over here maybe, they were a bit chunky. As you can see, just little tiny bits of chunks coming out. And I'm glad that he did that because I want to see exactly how well he's actually put up with it. It's got some cracks from sitting in the sun, no big deal. But very nice tires, man. I can't say it enough. Very nice tires. Very nice. Especially this one. This one is brand spanking new. Had the tire cover over it the whole time. I think he had it even, maybe. Yeah, so this one's brand new, and it even smells like a brand new tire still. Never even ridden on. Brand spanking new. I still have yet to paint this. I'm going to be painting this whole fender, and then this whole fender over here getting all that gonna be repainted, repaint the whole hood. I just bought a DA sander, so I'm gonna hit all this next weekend. And I was thinking about repainting this whole door. If you guys got any ideas exactly of what to do, maybe just paint that half right where that line's at, all the way up and around. I'm not sure because it is coming out right there, but maybe I might tape off that body line right there so it's just this half up, repaint, and this half untouched. But I just don't want to seam a line from the clear coat, or the paint, but you know, it's better than what it looks like now. It looks pretty dang nasty up there. And this all started oxidizing even back when I had it. So, yeah. I'm going to get that done. I'm going to be taking off all of this. I'm going to sand through it, pick it off, and then rebondo all of this. Get it all nice, like this side. Nice and flush again. And then this thing should be about ready for selling, I would say. Those black hooks on there. I still have to put that cover back on. I'll probably end up doing that tomorrow also. And then I got another video coming up of the inside. I'm going to completely go through the whole inside. I think I'm going to pull the 2 front seats out and then completely clean, carpet clean, and just do a full on cleaning. And once I'm done with that, I'm going to give it a nice wash again, because it's obviously been rained on twice now since it's been sitting. But yeah, I'm happy. Glad to have her back. It's been a long time. Feels like forever since I've got to actually sit in it and enjoy it, and finally get to do that slowly but surely, getting it back onto the road again, up and running all over again. Man, I love the height that I put on here. That 5 inches is very nice. That clearance, 5-inch clearance. Doesn't seem like much, but you can see straight on through, no problem. 5 inches of lift. I like that. It's very nice. Very nice lift for the Liberty, I would say. Very nice lift. As you guys can see that right there. Pretty damn nice. Get a little zoom in for a thumbnail maybe. Yeah, that's nice right there, I would say. And you guys, if you want, please tell me, let me know. If you guys want a new video explaining everything about the lift and all the links, I will provide a new video explaining on exactly how I did the lift and all the links I used for all the parts. So if you guys really want that, I will make a new video and put that down. Also, it will be more content for me. So that's always good. It's always a good thing. Just loving it though. Love having it back. Right now it's at my father-in-law's. It's not where I'm staying right now, but I wish it was, but it's too far out of the city. Honestly, away from all the AutoZones and O'Reilly's and Napas and stuff for all the parts that I need to buy when I need to get it. So, or when I need to work on it and need a part. But yeah, man, it's such a good looking Jeep. And I'm so happy about when I replaced those spark plugs, man. It made this thing run a whole lot better after I replaced those spark plugs. It runs a whole lot better. It is a lot smoother, man. So much more smooth now that I've replaced those. I'm very happy about that. Very happy. Don't worry about all that. That's just all old oil from when I was changing it all out. And that right there is the scrape plate for the transfer case that goes on the cross member of it. So, like I said, I'll put that back on. You know, actually, I should be taking both of them off and repainting them and then putting them back on. I think I'll do that. I'll make a video of repainting those those scrape plates, the front and back. Not the gas tank scrape plate, but the cross member scrape plate for the transfer case and the oil pan scrape plate. I will replace that paint. I'll respray them down fresh, repaint them, and then put them back up so that the next owner will have just that much nicer of a truck underneath, because I still got to degrease a lot under there. A whole lot, actually. Yeah, the motor itself, it's running pretty nicely. It's running really smooth, especially after that spark plug change, man. It's running really nicely. A hell of a lot better than what it was when I bought the car. It's running so much more smooth. I can actually feel smoothness coming from it. Before, it was just rattling and jerking and just all sorts of crap. But now it's it's running nice now. And pretty happy about it. You know, that's one thing marked off of the list that I gotta figure out. I took care of all the vacuum lines, made sure there was no more vacuum leaks, did that little spark plug fix, tune up, and got that out of the way. I still have to buy an air filter for it, and I am going to be vacuuming out that AC compressor and recharging it because it needs it bad. The AC is no longer on that. It had a leak, I'm pretty sure. Even when I sold it, I think a small leak. It took a while for it to actually go warm on me, though. So it did have a small leak before I sold it. And I don't know, it was so small that it would literally take 7 months, 8 months for it to go warm. So yeah, I'll just get that vacuum and recharged and get it going good. And it'll be nice and cold again. Got some painting. I got a lot of stuff to do to this thing still, a whole lot of stuff. And it's not going to be easy. Some of it's going to take some time and money and effort to do. I should have recorded it. I did already put the bolts, those loose bolts, into the transfer case. Into the front and rear drive shaft. I wanted to replace that big the big ugly bolt that somebody replaced in there. That was that same thread pitch. But I took that out, and then I replaced the stripped head on the rear U-joint cap bolt. I took that one off, replaced it, and then replaced the front one also. So now all the bolts are nice, and all the bolts are perfect. No more wrenches will turn around them without stripping them. They won't turn around it and then, smooth out the bolt because they're all in perfect condition now off of another Jeep Liberty. So yeah, I'm happy about that. Got that taken care of, and one step at a time, one thing at a time to do this and fix it. Just one thing at a time. Next, I think what I was going to do is do a complete cleaning in and out. And there is a seal on top of this windshield, the top of the windshield seal that goes across. I got to get a new one of those. I'm just going to run to the junkyard and pull one off of another Liberty, go to AutoZone or O'Reilly's and get some windshield glue, and then re-glue that seal right back on, and then back to normal. When I bought this Jeep Liberty, it didn't have one, so I did that in the first place. And then when the second owner got it, I guess it came off, and didn't work great anymore. So it's another thing. The same things as usual, windshield, front and rear windshield wipers, I'm going to take care of. And then once I do that, then it's going to be all good. But that's the last things I'm going to do whenever I do all of that. And then painting is last. That one isn't as important to me, but looks are important, especially if you're trying to get a good sell on it. So I'm going to be doing that here. It won't take too long, but I'll be getting that done, and we'll all be happy. So, as you know, this is Fun Automotive. I hope you guys like this video. Thank you guys all for following and subscribing and liking. And I know a lot of you are telling me to keep this Jeep, and it runs through my head, and I do think about it. But as you know, this is Fun Automotive, and I will catch you on the next one. Goodbye.